RockEyez would like to welcome Frank Dimino. Hey, man, what's going on?
What's happening, Brian? Nice to be here.
Great, great. Old Habits Die Hard on Frontiers record. That's been out, months now and stuff like that.
Yeah.
How's it been received?
Really good, actually. Reviews have been great, and everyone seems to like it. I've had really good reviews on it, and I'm happy about it.
Cool.
Very happy.
Cool. Was there any material you recorded that didn't make the cut?
Yes, a couple of tracks.
Right. Will they appear eventually, or?
I don't know. It all depends on what happens with the next one. I just had dinner with Paul a couple of weeks ago, and we talked about maybe starting to work on the next album. So I think at this point right now, I think he and I are going to write some stuff, see what happens. But we'll see how it turns out. If it fits, maybe.
Right.
If it doesn't, then it'll have to make it some other way, to something else.
Right. Now your new video, Never Again, featured Punky Meadows. What was the feeling like back on stage playing live?
It's great. I mean, I love playing live. I've never stopped. I play. I'm out here almost every other weekend. I'm out doing something. But I mean, I love playing live, and it was nice to have Punky on there. So it was a nice little thing to do.
Cool. Tell me a little bit about Rock and Roll's Fantasy Camp, because I was reading a little bit about that.
Yeah, the Fantasy Camp. I did the last one I did was maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago with the Judas Priest one.
Right.
It's I did a lot more when they were out here. They were out here for a while. They had a building out here with rehearsal studios. What it is they pick counselors. So the counselors on Judas Priest Fantasy Camp were myself, Rudy Sarzo, Vinny Appice, Tracy Guns, Matt Starr, Gary Hoey, Phil X. So I'm forgetting a couple more. But what happens is the campers come in. We each get our own group of campers.
Right.
So I had a drummer, a bass player, 2 guitar players, and a singer.
Uh-huh.
And what we do is all the groups choose between a number of Judas Priest songs. So the groups can do the same, or they can do different ones. It doesn't matter.
Right.
So we all pick from the same pool, and we do a couple of Judas Priest songs, and we can choose to do any other song, or we can write a song together, whatever we want to do.
Right.
But what happens is with the Judas Priest thing, I think it was on the Friday we started working on the stuff, and then we did a performance there in the building, in the rehearsal building.
Right.
And then the bass player Ian and the drummer Scott came down on the Friday afternoon. I'm sorry, and they played with each group.
Cool.
Played a Judas Priest song with each group. On the Saturday, Rob and Richie came down, and they played a song with each group.
Right. Wow.
And then on Sunday, we did a whole show at the Whiskey.
Wow.
Where each group did one Judas Priest song, and then the whole band, all of Judas Priest, came out and played another Judas Priest song with each band.
Wow.
So it was pretty cool.
That must be like a dream come true for I guess fans or
absolutely
other young musicians.
Yeah, all those guys. They have there's a Q&A. They have a Q&A with the counselors. We did a show with them on Friday night at Lucky Strike.
Right.
But they do a Q&A with the counselors, and then they do a Q&A with Judas Priest. And whoever it is that's there.
Right.
I mean, I did the one with Jeff Beck, one with Brian Wilson.
Wow.
There was a number of them though out here in Vegas, but yeah, they're really great for fans. Absolutely.
Sounds like fun. You know.
Yeah.
So, is there any chance you might be playing any East Coast states?
I'm trying to put it together. You know, it's up to promoters.
Right.
You know, so what we're trying to do is we're doing the whiskey on October 21st. So from that point on, we're going to try and build some shows out here on the West Coast, and hopefully some promoters on the East Coast will say come on over here.
That'd be cool.
So. Yeah.
You know, because I went to the Punky show. I was invited down by the band to photograph the show, and just being in New York and any venue, matter of fact, you know, the feeling there is like overwhelming. You know, and especially at BB King's. Yeah. You know, so it was crowded. You know. Yeah. It was really cool.
Yeah, great.
You know. So
that's great.
Hopefully you come this way and play BB King's too.
I'd love to.
You know,
I'd love to.
Now, do you miss wearing any of the white outfits anymore, or you could care less no more?
No, I don't miss wearing the white outfits. Although I guess if we got back together again, I might think about it. I'm sure everyone would want to wear the white outfits again. But it's since it's not Angel, I don't have to think about wearing white anymore.
Right. Now you talked about getting back together. You know I was going to ask that question, and everybody does. So, any rumor?
No.
Even Eddie Trump.
No, not so far. Not so far. I mean, Punky's out there doing his thing, and I'm doing mine, and everyone's got their lives right now that they're dealing with, and we've talked about it more than we have in the past, but there's no plans yet to do anything. Just talk.
Wow. I mean, even on Facebook, the resurgence of Angel is amazing. You see this stuff all the time now, all pictures of Angel all over the place. So, I think it's a good time.
Yeah, Facebook is a good thing, man. It's like, it reaches out to a lot of people that ordinarily wouldn't be able to, talk to each other or, be in touch with each other. So it's a great thing.
Wow. Are you working on anything else now?
Just right now, I'm just working on. I'm doing some work out here, subbing out here. I think I'm doing something with Dizzy Reed in a couple of weeks.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, I'm always singing out here. But right now, I'm trying to get rehearsals together for the whiskey show in October.
Right.
And at the same time, I'm writing some new stuff with Paul. So
cool.
Paul Crook.
Cool. So what's a typical day for you? Like, from when you get up to when you go to bed?
I teach. There's certain days that I teach. So I have students that come by all the time, and and sometimes I have a room that I take. I have some students that I've had for a long time. I have a music room here in my house, so I have them come here, and there's some others that I do in another room that I have. But that and just working on stuff, working on material, going over stuff that I have to. If I'm subbing for anyone, working on what songs they want me to do.
Right.
So it's always music 24/7.
And how did you know you had a talent for singing? Was it in school? Was it in church? What?
I started taking singing lessons when I was about 9.
Uh-huh.
And it wasn't something. It was kind of just something that at that time. I think my mother and father just put me through it, just for. To keep me off the street, I mean, not that I was going anywhere at 9 years old, but I mean, it was just, just something to keep me busy and stuff. But for some reason, I enjoyed it.
Right. Wow.
I liked doing it. So I picked up on when I was being taught my vocal lesson. I would pick up the piano. I learned. I picked up piano, played the piano by ear. Right. At first, just by watching what she was doing, so I could do my lessons when I came home. And then after a while, I took guitar lessons, and then when I got out of high school, I went to Berklee College of Music in Boston and took composition and arranging, where I learned properly how to play piano.
Right. Wow. Wow. Yeah, my daughter's into music too, and she wants to go to music college, but I don't know. It's kind of expensive right now. But
it is, it is, and you know, and it's a tough road to hoe, and it really is. It's not. There's no guarantees with anything, and it's so subjective. You know what I mean? Even with vocals, especially with vocals, because everyone feels like they can sing. You know what I mean? Yeah, you sit in the car and you drive and you sing. So
right.
It's not, you know, it's not like picking up a guitar and you know, you can't just strum it as soon as you pick up a guitar. But
right.
Singing you can do. But you know, there's a difference between singing in the car
right.
and being able to sing on stage. So yeah. But you know.
Wow.
It's a very tough road to hoe, I think, for anyone. They really got to love doing it.
Cool, cool. Did you ever do karaoke? Frank?
Hello?
Yeah. You here?
Did I lose you?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. Did you ever do karaoke?
No, I've never done karaoke.
Just figured maybe in your early days and stuff like that, you get a shot. If there was
I never did karaoke. I've watched a lot of drunk karaoke, though.
I bet you. Everybody thinks they sound good when they're drunk.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
You know, so man, unbelievable. Well, Frank, man, it's great talking to you. Yeah, I'm a big fan and stuff like that of Angel from way back.
Thank you.
But
Thank you.
know, it's a pleasure to talk to you, and I wish you the best.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
Thank you.
Would you like to say anything to the fans out there?
Yeah, pick up the new album. You know, I was just talking to someone about there's no place to play the album anymore. You know, there's no radio stations. I gotta, you know,
right.
You have to kind of like lean on internet radio now,
right?
And that's really what it is, because terrestrial radio and even satellite radio just is not. I mean, you would think there were only 4 bands that ever played, and you would think that there's only 6 songs that, you know. I mean, it's like, it's crazy. You know, they play the same bands and the same songs all the time, and terrestrial is even worse. It's like it's all pop stuff. So there really are no venues other than internet radio. So that's the only way I can get my material heard. But you know, the thing is that, you know, you do it because you love it, but you also want people to hear it too.
Right.
So I mean, it's always nice doing these things too, these interviews and stuff. So just to get it exposed to other people. So.
Right. I guess it's good also to have a good PR firm or friends, word of mouth and stuff like that, because like you said, it's not easy to get your name out there anymore, especially for a new band. You know?
Yeah.
But the internet does help. So.
Yeah, it does.
You know.
It really does. Yeah.
So, you know. Once again, thanks a lot, Frank. I appreciate it.
Thank you again, Brian.
No problem.
I appreciate it too. All right. Take care.
Bye-bye.
All right. Bye.